Hello YouTube, it's Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing today? Man, I hope you made it over that hump day on Wednesday. I really do. I did. I can see the weekend from here. It's Thursday, August 18th, 2016, as I record this from the East Coast of the United States. Yeah, Thursday, August 18th, 2016. Yeah, I know you can catch this anytime. You probably are. The majority of you will be watching these in the future. This is Kevin talking to you from the past, from Keep Kevin Ken. But I'll tell you what, I give you the date every day because I want you to know we do this every single day. Every single day. We post the pocket dump deconstruction. What you're looking at right now, that's what's going to fill my pockets today. I told you I'm on a theme this week. It's meat and potatoes. Yeah, it really is. It's hot dogs and French fries. It is what makes me feel real comfortable because I want to get through this heat and get through this week just feeling good about myself. Yeah, I need full pockets every now and then. It's a nice crutch to have just to remind you why you're working. And so that's what we're carrying today. What you see is what's going to fill my pockets. I just took a picture of this. I'll post it around noonish, 1-ish, or 2-ish this afternoon. Turned my iPhone 6s Plus from pics to vids, and now we're shooting this video for the YouTube channel that you're watching. Today, I'm going to wear my Concord Impresario watch. Man, it's just heavy. I love chronographs. I really do. They're just kind of manly to me. I say that, and then I'll tell you the sexiest thing in the world to me is a woman wearing a big chunky watch, yes. A Rolex, yes. Double yes. A chronograph men's watch, a quadruple yes. I love it though. I really do. This one is just special to me. My cigar today, I'm going to enjoy the end of Thursday. You know, people say, oh, you have any special lighters, cutters, all this? Well, first I have a knife, 3 knives that I carry. But I do every night. I do throw a cutter in my bag as well as whatever I'm going to light this with. But I wait until the end of the day. It's a celebration of the end of the day. And I'll tell you, some days will run long on me. And all I can think about is sipping from the flask and slowly puffing on my cigar. Oh, it does help me get through the day. It really does. You know, I talk about work as if I hate my work. I actually am doing what I always wanted to do in the place I've always wanted to do it. But as I've said, as I've said before, my father told me one time when I was grown, he said, you know, even Playboy photographers get tired of their work. You know, it's true. It's just no matter what you're doing, you enjoy it while you're doing it, and I enjoy my work immensely. But if you have to do it every day, yeah, every now and then, it's work. You like to just do what you want to do. The pen is my titanium Schoen design pen. Today, man, it's more blue, scotch. Man, once you start drinking, it's expensive. Man, I could buy a knife, but man, it's so smooth. So smooth. I just love it. And you know what? Not only do you want meat and potatoes, but you like a splurge as well. And that's the dessert in my flask that I always wait until after work. One of my Mont Blanc thin wallets. And let's take... yesterday I had my 2012 Chinese Lunar Year of the Dragon coin. Today I'm doing my 2012 Australian 1 ounce lunar year of the dragon coin. I have several other lunar year coins, but a lot of them are in slabs and that kind of thing. The collector junk, so I don't put them in my pocket. Have you guys ever, sometimes when I'm just having a great time with all of my collections and playing around, talking to you guys about knives, buying new knives, waiting on new knives to be released. I love books and all of the stuff that I collect and just mess up my place with. Have you guys ever, because I do, I hit this peak where I just love it all. I just want more, more, more. And then one day I go, what if I just got rid of it all? I've gone through that over the past 2 weeks. Loving buying all these knives that have been released, especially from Spyderco, waiting for the new ones. And then I go, man, what if I just get rid of everything? I know. Am I the only one to comment? Write in the comment section if you do that every now and then bounce back. This morning when I was playing with the knife that got away and also deciding which knives to carry, I started loving the knives. I really did. And start going, why did I ever feel like getting rid of everything? I just love this. This is one of the knives that really made me love it. I'll tell you. You guys know I always talk about the Spyderco Cricket. I have pretty much all of the variations from when it first. I have the first, not the first, but the first release of the Spyderco Cricket, and we'll show you that once we hit 1,000 subscribers and we go through all the Spydercos, all the classics as well as the new Spydercos. This right here is one of the classics too. Very hard to find, especially in the condition that I have it in. I just love this. This is an FRN, fiberglass reinforced nylon Spyderco Cricket. And I know, like me, when I started collecting, I was thinking, FRN? That just happened a couple of years ago, right? No, it's been a long time. You can tell a classic Spyderco Cricket by two different things. The first is, well, three. The first is you can check the steel, the earlier ones. This is one of the earlier ones. The steel is ATS 55 steel, one of the earlier stainless steels. And in this one, you can also tell because it is a liner lock Cricket. All of the more modern Crickets that have the VG10 steel, all of those are really frame locks. I love the way that Spyderco has of putting these intricate, wonderful frame locks on these itty bitty knives. They do a great job of it. Real thin knives. But when you look at the classical ones, the earlier ones, you can tell they're thicker. They have the liner lock. And on this one, and on some of the other ones where they have a design on the show side, they usually have it smooth on the back where the clip is because they didn't want you to snag your pants. Remember, in the earlier days, Spyderco lays claim to being the first with a pocket clip. Yep. And so, of course, they really thought about the pocket clips. And in the earlier ones, see, they have the smooth backside. So it just slips in your pocket just real nice. I love the Cricket. If you want to introduce someone younger to a knife, Cricket's nice. You know, this has the Spidey edge, that serrated edge of Spyderco's. But obviously they have smooth edge. If you want to give it to your wife or something to throw in her purse, it's a small knife or clip in the inside pocket of a purse. Or for you as a keychain knife, it is unbelievable. As an extra knife that clips onto something, it's just great. And the blade shape is that reverse S from Spyderco. And let me tell you, that's a dangerous shape. That's what they have on their civilian, and a lot of their tactical hawk blades have that reverse S. In fact, this is how Sal, from the owner of Spyderco and the founder of Spyderco, came up with this. He did a civilian, and I'll show you all the civilians I have, including the first edition of it, once we reach 1,000. And I'll stop saying once we reach 1,000 too. Sorry, I keep harking on that. Anyway, what he did was he did that, and then he wanted a small version. And Spyderco does that a lot. Large version of something and then a small version. And this was his small version. That belly is great, though, because you can really use it for EDC tasks. That point, man, that point, though, is that how the kids do it? That point, though, that's how my grandson does it, my oldest. It can do some damage on you. That's the reverse S. That's the newer Spyderco. Man, I went on the Cricket. You guys know I love it when I go on, but I'm sorry to take so much time on it. But that is the FRN Cricket. It's been discontinued for a lot of years, but you can find anything on the secondary market if you're patient enough. Yeah, I'm rolling. I'm rolling with the Chris Reeve small Starbenza 21. I didn't stutter. It's a Starbenza, not a Sabenza. You can tell it's a Starbenza with this sunburst pattern on it. It's a collaboration between Chris Reeve and Wilson Tactical. Wilson Tactical is a part of Wilson Combat. Wilson Tactical sells guns, accessories, tactical accessories, knives, and is the exclusive distributor of the Starbenza line with Chris Reeve. And man, what a great knife. Yeah, it's a Sabenza. It's a small Sabenza. It has these dual studs, which I love. Hey, I'm a righty, and I know that Chris Reeve does a lot of left-handed knives. Sometimes they're hard to get with, but with the double stud, you can still open it up with your lefty. Oh man, just beautiful knife. But yes, it is a Sabenza. It's a Starbenza because of that collaboration. That starburst pattern on the show side and the lock side, well, that's part of the branding from Wilson Tactical. Has a special bead as well that has Wilson Tactical on it. You'll notice on the clip, you can see the Wilson, maybe you can't. Can you make it out? The Wilson Tactical brand right there. They are the exclusive distributors of the Starbenza line. Starbenza has a 25, Starbenza 25, the large and small Starbenza 21s, and what I'm carrying today with this, the Startac, and we'll talk about that a little later. 2.9 inches, S35 VN steel. Yeah, Chris Reeve is rocking that. On the lock side, the one thing that's unique to the Starbenzas for me, and it's one of these, it's a small thing, but it just I get a kick out of it because I always mention it on all my other Chris Reeve knives, how Chris Reeve loves to keep the lock and the pocket clip blank, even if he has fancy smancy inlays. You know, 3 inlays, he polishes up even back here, and then he leaves the lock alone. Well, in this case, the Starbenza, the only ones I've seen from Chris Reeve where even the burst, the starburst, is also on the lock as well. Not on the clip, but on the lock as well, that Chris Reeve integral frame lock. That's unique for Chris Reeve. Usually, he doesn't mess with his lock. In this way, he didn't mess with it. It's still that wonderful integral lock, but he has a starburst on it as well. That's the Chris Reeve small Starbenza. And then they also work with the Umnumzun. They can't call it Star or Benza. Instead, what they call it is the Startac. The Startac, you guys know there's a pattern, obviously, on the Umnumzun, but in this case, the Umnumzun takes on the Starburst just like the Starbenzas. It's called the Startac, and it is that collaboration. Big brother of the Starbenzas, it's the Umnumzun as you have come to know it and love it, except it has that pattern on it. Of course, that wonderful blade profile. S35VN steel, of course. It's everything you've come to love. And I love my Umnumzun. I don't carry them enough. Oh, I love this thing. But the Starbenza, I'm sorry, Startac. The Startac, the collaboration between Wilson Tactical and Chris Reeve on the Umnumzun is just a wonderful knife. If you like the Umnumzun, you'll love the Startac because it gives you a little variety. That's my carry. I told you, meat and potatoes. The big and the small and classic. Oh, I love this carry. That's it, folks. That's what I'm putting in my pockets. Took a picture of it. Gonna post it on Instagram around noonish, 1ish, or 2ish. You get a chance to see the pocket dump deconstruction. Thumb this up. Thumb ups just keep me rolling. They do. You guys, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all the attention. Thank you for the comments because you make this site better. And thank you for the thumbs up because that's what keeps me going. I do this as a hobby. I do it so I get a chance to film my collection. I can share it with my kids and my grandkids. But also I love sharing it with all of us knife fanatics like you and me. That, my friends, is what I took a picture of and posted on Instagram at Keith Kevin Ken. Don't forget to come follow the feed. Okay? At Keith Kevin Ken. But you know what? This ain't Instagram. Ooh, no, it's not. This is the Keith Kevin Ken YouTube channel. And folks, this is the knife that got away. Now, this is the Brous Blades T4. The Brous Blades T4. This is the original T4. Brous is now offering a G10 T4 because it's a little cheaper. It's a lot cheaper, about half the price because of that. And Brous, Jason Brous does a great job with his knives. This is carbon fiber. Just a nice chunky knife. He carves, he does great carving on this carbon fiber. His back spacer has this open, carved out, cut out backspace. Also one with a nice grip for the reverse grip. And he also leaves some open so that it's easy to clean out and blow out. Sturdy, wonderful titanium liner lock. Man, I'm going to tell you, these earlier, I have about 25 Brous blades. I don't know, maybe close to 30 when you include the neck knives and some of his fixed blades. I really like them. I have not bought his last 6 knives because I've been concentrating on Chris Reeve and Spyderco. And I have fallen so much in love with his classicals when he was just doing mid-techs. Now he's releasing a lot of knives. They look great. The most recent one that he released, his newfangled knife, I forget the name of it. I've got to get it. Got to get it. It just looks unbelievable. When I do, I'll share it with you. Again, this is the T4. I was playing with it because I saw, I was watching YouTube late at night, and I was checking out Brous Blades, and Jason talking about all of his new knives, and I had to come out. You guys ever do that? 2, 3 o'clock, come out, open up the cases, and start playing around with his knives. Man, they just flip out like crazy. Oh, man. Smooth as silk. This knife is just wonderful. But I'm not carrying it. Just too chunky. It couldn't break into this duel. But man, I love this knife. I set aside a lot of knives that I'm going to take down when I have a mail call to show off with the mailroom guys. They keep going, don't come down here without a big knife. I just like this T4. Brous blades, just perfect. D2 steel. All of his blades are D2 steel. He loves it. And I love what he can do with them. That's the blacked out T4. He also has an acid stone wash, a satin blade, and a stone wash blade, right? Oh, he does some great work. There you have it. That's the pocket dump deconstructed and the knife that got away. Hey, you guys, you have a perfect day. Oh, have a perfect day. Thank you. My day is better just having a chance to talk to you guys and share the knives with you. You guys have a perfect one. Don't forget to thumb this up. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, do that, because we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Once we do that, once we get 1,000 subscribers, you're going to open up the Spyderco chests. I'm even looking forward to it because there's a lot of Spydercos I'm going to find while we go through that. Woo, I don't know why. I almost fell and bumped the table. Sorry about that. That's how excited I got about Spyderco Palooza once we hit 1,000. Hey, I adore all of you guys. Have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Find some time to have some fun. Goodbye.